So today I am underneath Trusty Rusty, and well, she's a little rustier than I thought. But you know, it's what we got, and if I can still get 2 to 3 years off of her, then I will be happy. But let's give you a quick peek at what I'm looking at. I'm going to be doing some welding on the structure of the car today. We're going to address the rear cradle on the car, which tends to be a hot point on these Buicks. If you are in the market for an older Buick, make sure that you get underneath that car and you look at the rear cradle. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so we got the spare tire there. Now we're coming forward, and here's the rear cradle. So this rear cradle here, all the way across, and then it tees back and it bolts to an underside framing of the trunk here. That is what completely supports the suspension on these Buicks. Now, this is a 2002 Buick. That could be part of the reason why a 3.8 always outlasts the car. But this side isn't the best, but it's not the worst. We do have one hole up here, and I'm probably just going to throw a quick patch over it just to slow it down. It's not going to fix it. But the longer I can get out of this car, the longer I'll have to save to get a replacement. This is the bad side. I'm going to try to put a patch in starting here, and I'm going to come all the way across here and up through here and here. And I haven't decided yet. I'm looking at this here and I'm thinking I could probably throw a small patch over this as well. And then we'll throw some undercoat on that too. Coming up front, this is something that actually did catch me by surprise, and I did not expect to see this on this car. And I was surprised that when it was up on a lift the first time, when it was up on a lift the first time, nobody said anything, but yeah, this is our front subframe on this car. I'm not 100% worried about what I'm seeing here yet. It's just a hole in the bottom, but the side rails still look pretty decent. I mean, maybe. I can't put my hand through it, so I'll go through the side. Come over to the other side, we got the same thing. We even have a trap door here, see? Yeah, we can pull that away and look at the hole there. But we'll just cover that up. If there's time today, I'm going to address this a little bit. I'm not looking for a structural fix on this as much as a fix to keep the salt water from coming up and into here and rotting it more. So I'd probably do a flat patch across here just to stop that, and I'll do that on this side too. I'll be working with 16 gauge steel for these patches. So I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that everything goes right on that. Looking at the fuel lines, those are a little rusty, but they're not leaking yet. So I'll undercoat over them too, just to, well, actually, I'll probably Pickle X20 this whole area here and then undercoat it. So yeah, I'll try to bring in on as much of what I'm doing as I'm doing it. But that's what I'm looking at under here, and it does not give me warm fuzzies. All right, so I'm going to start by grinding a little bit on here and making sort of a clean surface where I want to put the patch. And then I'm going to spray this area down with Pickle X20. Then I'm going to see about getting over to this area. What the heck is this? Getting over to this area here, and I wonder if I can get that out of there. Oh yeah, here we go, chunk of metal, you know. That is good for 1/10 of a mile more to the gallon. Speed holes! All right. All right, that's pretty good. That's good metal there. didn't punch through, so I'm gonna go get a flat disc and I'm gonna clean that up. Before I do that, I'm just gonna do a little spot back over here. You know what the best part is about having to do a new project on your car? You have an excuse to buy a new tool. This here is the Milwaukee 18-volt fuel. And the cool part was my local Ace had a deal going on with the batteries. So you bought two 5.0 lithium batteries and you actually got this tool for free. So that was great because a lot of my batteries are starting to kick the bucket. Where the hell did that come from, man? It's weird. There's rust over, like chunks of plate rust over here that I can feel through this hole, but there's nothing that would make you think that it should be over here. You know what I mean?
Rusting from the inside out.
Unless the old geezer that had this car was taking it through a field and it busted from the other side and came over to this side. I don't know.
My Firebird rear frame rails were like that too, though. They looked fine on the outside and it was flaky on the inside, feeling through holes.
Yeah, that's weird. Okay. Okay, I'll get some of that scale off there before we undercoat it. All right, let's go to the front. All right, clean this front up a little bit and see what exactly I don't have. All right. Yeah, we might as well put something over that, wrap it around there so that we don't get more crap up in there and rot it out quicker. Man, what a piece of shit. Sometimes that's what you deal with an older vehicle. In there. Okay, and there's a crack there, so we'll bridge that. All right, next side. Okay. Well, there's something to weld to here. So you've got a small board I can lean up against this side here.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I see one. I got it.
Yeah. Pretty much any lumber in here is pretty much fair game.
All right. That way I can grind the way I need to. Okay. Let me bring you in on that. Okay, what we got here. So this side isn't the worst, but we're still gonna put some patching up over this. Probably start right here and that, and there, and some across here in the back and the side. And these are the fuel lines, so I'll probably be putting something here, but I definitely need to address where it's splitting here and get a piece of metal in on that. Over on this side, we have a gaping hole. Yeah, it's not confidence inspiring. We do have a crack here. These are brake lines here, so I'll do what I can. I don't know that I'm going to be able to salvage much of this, but I'll do the best I can with what I got. Maybe I'll just throw some angle iron across there or something. Over here in the rear where we cleaned off, it looks like we do have some good metal to butt up to here. So that won't be bad. And then over here, we've got sort of the same. So I'll throw a patch on that too. All right, so we got this area all cleaned up. We're ready to get a patch onto that. And I did a little cleanup over here. We're gonna just put a small patch on that. So up here, we did hit it with the grinder. I'm gonna patch that, and then I'm gonna forget that it was ever there. Same with this. Because one of these days, I'm gonna be driving this car down the road, and I'm probably gonna grind a hole right through the bottom of the floor with the pavement. For how bad the underside of this car is, I bet you never would guess how beautiful the doors are. When this thing is ready to go to the scrapyard, I think I'm going to pull the doors off. We're going to sell them to somebody who needs them. It's going to be the only profit I ever make off the car, I think. Man, I'm really digging this Milwaukee grinder. This thing is nice. All right, let's make a good solid ground point. Here, watch out, Steve. I'm gonna buzzer here. There, once we got through the rust, it wasn't so bad. Oh boy, what did I get myself into? Let's see what we can do here. Let's get this up. We're gonna, that corner there. See, I want to utilize that corner. Move this forward so I can catch some good metal. And I'm gonna make a mark here, so now a reference point. I'm just gonna go. All right, start with cutting that. Smells safe.
Well, it would help if I plugged it in.
Okay. Should probably clean off the.
Do you need me to hold anything while
Actually, I got this part for now. I just want to.
Okay, because I could hold something up while you.
I think I got it.
So I put my gloves on.
That scared me. I gotta burn a little more there.
Okay, one done?
Yeah. That's pretty good. Where's my brush? Right there. I don't want to really go higher on it. It looks pretty good. That's not a good sound. I think the welder's actually set perfect right now. It's got a nice sound to it. It doesn't sound like popcorn. Alright, let's see the guy here. Well, we did go through this rail a little bit, but it doesn't really surprise me, I guess. Alright. Try to get this corner. Oh, you bastard. Speed up a little bit. Mm-hmm. That turned out good. Not too bad.
Huh?
Yeah,
Bigger, smaller?
I just got to bend this slip up a little bit. I got a bang on it. You hear everything inside. You know, I'm gonna be doing that in the whole freaking thing. All right, we're done. All right, let's make a clean spot to hit that with the weld on, with the welder. Oh man. I was not meant to bend that way. Whew. Okay, so battery's going dead on the phone, and instead of not letting you guys see everything that I was doing like last time where it just gave out and you saw nothing, I got the work done and it all turned out pretty good, fantastically. Another roll I found later, and that's all patched up now. I got this all soaking down in Pickle X20, and we're going to throw a light coat of undercoat on here before we're done. Okay, so getting to the front subframe, the solution to this hole isn't easy because there's not a whole lot left behind here. It's all layered and it's all rusted. I was trying to find some metal here and, well, that wasn't happening. So this is a very thick bolstery plate here. So I'm going to come off of this, bring it forward and up to here, and we'll just try to do some tacks across here and maybe do a little filler piece in on this side. And then we're just going to undercoat that and be done. I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. All right, guys, I got this side all welded in. It's not the prettiest, but it's okay because it doesn't need to be pretty. And honestly, this isn't clean metal that we're welding to, and it was hard to weld, not gonna lie. All right, and here we got everything prepped for patching, because that's all it really is a patch. And we'll get that taken care of, and we'll be careful around the fuel lines that look absolutely awful. All right, guys, this is how the driver's side turned out. It's not perfect, but that's okay. If it gets through a couple of years and it slows down that rust, that's all that matters. All right, so we're finished here. I'm gonna walk you around a little bit. That's gonna be the end result for now. Next year we might put it back up and do a piece of sheet metal from here all the way to here. Oh, that's still wet. Oops. Oh well. That's all right. This is the passenger side. The rear cradle probably turned out the best out of all of them. You know, we got a patch there, and we undercoated that, and some other patches through here. So yeah, that's what we're looking at. You guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you when we see you.